this is something that everybody utilizes, everybody takes advantage of, everybody's paying for it, everybody's using it. Streets and sidewalks, it's not like schools, or it's not like other targeted programs for a certain segment of the community. Everybody in the community utilizes roads, and they're deteriorating, and neighborhoods are in need of repair. And should we not be looking at the low interest rate environment, augment this kind of program, getting more bang for our buck?
Thank you, Mr. Leroy. Mr. Vito, please correct me if I'm wrong, because it goes back a number of years, you may recall. I think we may have a number of years ago, maybe 6 years ago, did a $500,000 for the town road program. I think at one town meeting, we went very high on it. And so, like you were saying, so we get it one time and spread it out over a matter of years. I would have to ask Mr. Tracy about, as far as our limited, how much we can carry under our bonding at this point.
My gut feeling is we have plenty of room as
Plenty
far
of
as
room.
the dollar amount is. The question is the debt service itself and paying it back and how it relates to the budget.
Right.
The other concern that I would have, and not knowing, because I haven't spoken to Mr. Hanlon about it, is I don't doubt that we have a lot of work to do. But how quickly could we get that work done, and the time frame? My concern is we went on borrowing, we're gonna be careful, we have arbitrage, so you gotta spend the amount of money for a certain amount of time,
Right.
so that'd be another concern, but if we could get something, I mean, in October, he's not gonna do a whole lot of work, the asphalt plant will be closing in November. I'm assuming he's gonna bid some of this, maybe he does all of it in-house, but he
How long
talking.
till the arbitrage kicks in there? It's a while.
Yeah, I don't know what it is on roadways and those structure. On buildings and everything else, it's typically within 2 to 3 years,
Couple, 2 to 3 years.
you gotta spend money.
Right.
I just don't know if on roadways it's quicker. I don't think, it probably is.
We're talking 2 or 3 year program here.
Yeah. You could do it.
Do a lot of work.
But it is the debt service as far as how much will increase debt service in
If
relationship
we
to
get, we
everything
did
else.
this in October, bonded and go out, you tell me how quickly we can go out. Can we go out on this and lock it in? How quickly can that happen?
We can go out on a temporary ban, though, probably within 60 days.
All right, what about permanent?
That'd be probably 90 to 120 days.
I just see we're in a rising interest rate environment. We have until November. Nothing's gonna happen between now and November because there's an election coming. Then you got another 2 or 3 month grace period for the honeymoon period, and then all of a sudden, I'll have Rex loosen your interest rate's gonna go through. They're gonna put one up. Maybe a change in administration. We've got an election, which keeps things stable, so to say, for a while.
Mr. Messere.
I think, as I recall, and maybe it was Mr. Hanlon's predecessor, Mr. Spindler, had, it goes back quite a while, right? He did have a program for updating streets on a regular basis, and Mr. Hanlon may have such a program. And I would like to, I think, to follow on with your proposal of spending more. Perhaps schedule a Mr. Hanlon presentation for his plan and take a look at it over a number of years to see how we get back on track, or at least get into reestablishing this program. Because when the program was working years ago, streets are in much better shape. And you could count on your street being redone and resurfaced every so many years. And there was a program for those streets that were oil and stone versus those that were asphalt. Maybe it's a good time to review that and then put together as part of the overall plan, capital plan, what we should be doing.
But obviously, he's gonna work closely with Mr. Tracy, town administrator, as far as moving forward and debt service and all that. But I just think this is one area which we've been neglecting and putting off consciously in order to make up for other areas. And it's getting to the point where we're not even filling in the cracks, and it's starting to look pretty bad in a lot of neighborhoods. I think a lot of neighborhoods that are Mr. Hanlon does have that schedule prioritized, you know, that every once in a while something pops up. Up to the front of the list, so, I know he has it, but I just think that this is one area, again, everything's important. This is one area that sooner or later is really gonna come back and bite you, and you have to, people are paying an inordinate amount of taxes, you know, in their homes, which they feel they are, and they think it's nice, at least like to have a decent street to pull out onto on a regular basis, so. Low interest rate environment, it's a good time to borrow. As much as you hate to spend, sometimes it saves you a lot more in the long run.
Mr. Kelly?
No, I agree with you, Steve. I think now probably would be the time, and I think, as Bob pointed out, you know, maybe we need to get Dave Hanlon, have Dave Hanlon come in and see what type of a large infusion of cash could be used in the next 2 to 3 years on which projects and so forth. And I'd have no problem with that. I think it points also, though, a long-term solution to this problem after an initial infusion of cash. We, you know, bond it. It sounds like a good idea, a good solution. Is to dedicate a revenue stream to this. I mean, the last few years we've basically zeroed out that account, and we're paying for it now, just as you're saying. And I think if we looked at some way in which that we actually dedicated a revenue stream to this program, then we wouldn't be facing, you know, $300,000. Maybe it's, I don't know what the number is. I would rely more upon Mr. Hanlon's expertise to give us guidance as to what the number would be. But it seems to me that if you had a much smaller number, maybe even half of that $300,000 per year, dedicated revenue or close to that, that we wouldn't be facing these things where all of a sudden now we're going to go bond, you know, $500,000-$600,000 to try to get us back to where we, you know, left off 4 years ago or 5 years ago, whenever we stopped funding this. But yeah, I would support that. I think maybe we ought to look at having Mr. Hanlon in and find out what that number would be, and see if we can put something together for October town meeting and do that. And then I think dovetailing that in, I think we ought to look at a dedicated revenue stream to fund this line item on a yearly basis, so that we know that it's easy to say, you know what, let's just cut it out of there right now and put it over here. But I think we're paying for that type of budgeting. So we ought to look at a way to dedicate a stream right to there, so that we know it's going to be there, guaranteed, because it's an essential. It's just like fire and police and, you know, public safety. It's essential that we keep the roads in good working order. So I would be in favor of what Mr. O'Leary brought up, and I hope we get some support for maybe dedicating a revenue stream there in the future.
Mr. O'Leary?
I would just want to add. I think the town administrator is on the right track in relation to the fire department, you know, building renovation and update program. Obviously, the facility needs some, and half of it's going to be taken care of, half of that building's going to be taken care of. You know. But just driving around town, looking at our town facilities, and I look at the Damon Tavern, it needs painting again. You know, and the library is starting to get to the point where it needs painting again. The third meeting house. I'd like to see a more comprehensive plan in attacking the maintenance of our buildings. And, you know, the $10,000 here, $50,000 here, $100,000 here. And I have no idea what he's talking about, $100,000 worth of updating. Do you have any specifics as to what he's talking about?
There's interior work, there's plumbing work.
I mean, I thought we just did a substantial amount of work as far as the kitchen area up there. The kitchen area, and also downstairs, we had to address two of them, I believe. But, I don't know.
I mean, there's areas he's describing.
Most of it's garage space. I mean, $100,000 is a lot of money.
It's not, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be.
I know, I don't mean to be facetious either.
It's not necessarily garage space, it's all this living quarters, the living space up there.
$100,000 is not a lot. But
But that's it, it was just the
specifics
number
of
that was.
But again, from we're gonna prioritize things. There's some things in this facility here, in Town Hall, that needs some updating and renovating. I mean, I think we need the sign up front, painted and renovated. I mean, the appearance that we present when people drive by, whether it be this building, the police station, the fire station, the library, the town hall, the image that we project sometimes is really not reflective of our community as a whole. We have a wonderful community here that we can take great pride in. And when I pull up here and drive by here all the time, it really irks me to take a look at the sign and see the condition that it's in. Little things like that mean an awful lot as far as community pride, the image we project, property values. I mean, it all feeds off of little things sometimes. And if we're trying to promote economic growth and development, as we talked about a few weeks ago, and we're trying to invite, other people into our community to invest in promoting new businesses and things of that nature, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. And some of our first impressions are not that good, and it doesn't take much to square it away. And just have to use this opportunity as far as, $100,000 to the police station, about the inside of the building. It's important, but I think we have to put up a good front first, and that has to be incorporated into a major capital plan as far as maintaining the facilities that we have, because we're going to be asking this community to buy into new facilities, whether it be, renovations in the middle school, the high school, new DPW garage, West Side Fire Station, whatever it is we're gonna be looking for over the next few years. People can't help but reflect on, what's the image of my community? What are they doing? How are they doing as far as maintaining my assets now? And it's the little things that leave a very good impression or bad impression on people. And I think we have to be more cognizant of it. I think we have to step up and do something about it. And budgetary constraints and everything else, the sign's not important. It is important. If it isn't important, take it out. Take it down, because it's getting to the point where it's an embarrassment to have it there, and in some other areas of town too. So, but looking at this, I was walking by the David Tavern, walking by the library, and I'm looking at the physical condition of it, and we've done a good job of investing in those facilities in the past. But they're at the point now where they're starting to peel, and when they peel more, there's more damage, more water damage, and we're not maintaining it well enough. We shouldn't be there, but we wouldn't let our homes deteriorate to that point. Why would we let our public facilities deteriorate to that point? So I think we really have to, as you said, attack it from a global standpoint, look at all of our facilities and take care of it. So, good idea, hey, Chief. I'm sure we need some of this stuff, but I'm not sure where it fits yet. Until I hear the pitch, it's not up here as far as prioritization would be. And I think, who are we centralizing the responsibility as far as outside maintenance of the physical planes? Is it Mr. Welch? Are you assuming it yourself? Or where's it? Is it Mr. Hanlon? It's been a while since I've seen a comprehensive plan on the maintenance facades of our facilities. Who are you trusting on that?
We do have a plan which is within your capital plan. The problem has been, and obviously I'm saying that we're not here for problems, we're here for solutions, is that we haven't been implementing it because of quote budgetary restraints. One way we can work this, and some communities I think have done this, and this is one I would be supportive of, we mentioned in the past, is you do a one-time capital debt exclusion question to address these needs, or do it over a period of time. Because if you're gonna be generally doing a lot of these major items in your budget, you're never gonna have enough money to look at this. A lot of these buildings have not been renovated or restored to what they should be. This town hall was an abandoned school, and I don't think much has been done in this building. There's been some work covering the pipes, wires, and so forth, but walking in here, you know it's a school.